Hello, ተነስልኝ ሰላም እንዴት ዋላችሁ ደህና አላችሁ ወይ ያ ዛሬ መልእክት የሚያስተላልፉ አይዲንጋ ሁላችሁ አይታችሁ ከሆነ ሻሸመኔ አካባቢ ዛሬ የተፈጠረ ነገር ያ በጣም ነው ያዘንኩት የራስ አዘን ለመግለጽ ነው እዚህ ጋር የመጣሁት እናንተ አይታችሁ ከሆነም really zalai የተለጠፈ እኔ ራሴ ፌስቡክ ውስጥ ሼር ማድረግ እንኳን አልቻልኩም በጣም ነው ያዘንኩት ማንንም ሰው ኢትዮጵያዊ መሆን የለበትም ሰው ልጅ መሆን ኢሊና ያለ ሰው ይሄ ቪዲዮ ቢያይ በቃ ሼም የሚሰጥ ነገር ነው በቃ የሰው ልጅ ማይሰራ ነገር ነው almost በእውነት ቃል የለኝም እና እኔም ሼር ማድረግ አልፈለኩም ሼር አላደረኩም ግን ዋናው ኮንደም ለማድረግ ነው በዚህ ደግሞ እዛ ጋር ያለው ሄልጅ የገደሉ ሰዎች በሙሉ እንዲታሰር በቃ እስር ቤት እንዲገቡ ማለት ነው እነሱ ብቻ ሳይሆን ሁሉም ሰዎች እንደዚህ አይነት ስራ የሰሩ ሰዎች እነኚህ ልጆች የሚደገፉ ሰዎች ብዙ ጥያቄዎች ያስፈልጋል ኢንቨስቲጌሽን ያስፈልጋል እና እዛ ጋር ሞብ ሜንታሊቲ እዛ ያሉ ሰዎች እነማን ናቸው mob mentality ራሱ መቆም አለበት እኔ ራሴ በጣም የገረምኩት መንግስት የት ነበር ፖሊሶቹ የት ነበሩ ያ ኢቭን ሰው ልጅ ቀርቶ አውሬ ራሱ እንደዛ እንኳን ባውንኛ የምንኖርበት ዘመን እንኳን እንደዛ ማይሰራ ነገር ነው እና በዚህ ላይ ደግሞ ያ ልጅ የሞተ የኛ ልጅ ነው ሁላችን ሸም የሆነበት ነገር ነው ማለት ነውና ኢቭን ልጁ ራሱ ፈንጂ በእጁ ላይ ቢያስ እንደዛ ነገር ማሆን የለበትም ነበርበት እና በእውነት በጣም ነው ያዘንኩት ማንንም ኢትዮጵያውያን ህሊና ያለ ሰው ይሄ ነገር ካላዘንም አይ ዶንት ኖ ከዚህ የበለጠ ሌላ ነገር የለም በአለም በሙሉ ኮ ሶሻል ሚዲያ አለ የሚያሳዩ የኛ ማንነት እኮ በዚህ ያሳይቶናል ማለት ነው እና ለዚህ ነው የኔም ዋናው መልእክት ዛሬ ለማስተላለፍ የፈለኩት አዘኔ ለመገለጽ በዚህ ላይ ደግሞ በተቻለ መጠን ይሄ ነገር ሁለተኛ ጊዜ እንዳይደገም የትም ኢትዮጵያን የትም ሀገር በሆን የትም ክፍለ ሀገር በሆን ይሄ ነገር እንዳይፈጠር ለምክንያቱም ይሄ ኮነ የተላቻ ፖለቲካ የሚያመጣ እሱ ነው እነኚህ ልጆች ዝም ብለው አይደለም በስተጀርባ ብዙ ነገሮች ምርመራ ሊኖር ይችላል በመራ ያስፈልጋል ማያው ምርመራው ምንድነው ዳፍነት ያው ምርመራው በእውነት ማን ነው ይሄ ነገር የሰራው ማን ነው ከየት ነው የተጀመረው ብዙ ሰዎች ብዙ ጥያቄዎች ያስፈልጋል እና አሁን አንድ ሰው ምን ይላል ሃስክ ጀዋር ቱ ኮንደም ምንም ጥያቄ የለም እዚህ ጋር ያሉ ልጆች እኮ የቀረው ልጆች ከሆነ ጀዋር አላፊነት አለ መሪ ማለት ዝም ብሎ ውሸት መሆን የለበትም and this is I think that I just want to make this my point very clear I'm very emotionally I'm very really hurt to see that that the picture of that young man that person could be my brother could be somebody else and that is show for us as a people we all should be ashamed to see that pictures that young person who died he's one of us even animal cannot do that human being cannot do that to animals and I think all Ethiopians should be ashamed of these things I have so many questions to ask and I don't know if I will ever get an answer and some of those questions is what has this guy has done even if he has a bomb in his hand there's no way that he could be grisly murdered like his humanity was taken away from him hanging him from the trees and you have so many people around him why where was the police where was the authority there's no any government there and so I cannot had enough of the excuse that really I don't know there's so many things to be answered but I'm telling you that I'm so hurt I'm so disgusted it's sickening me to my gut and I heard that for example these young people who are there Kero if there's a Kero Jawar must come out and condemn this thing and speak out Jawar you cannot change just from one day to another day the language the word you use have a consequence We cannot claim to say that today we care about, about when yesterday the language we use matters. Anyone who's seen the picture of that kid, if you are a human being with conscience, it should disturb everybody. I don't care who that person is. I don't know what his ethnicity is. By being a human alone, that's enough. If somebody say that he has a penji in his hand, he has a bomb, it doesn't really deserve this guy to be just killed like the way he is being hanged. All of us should be ashamed of ourselves. This is the image that will be portrayed as us. Doesn't matter how good that Habi gave a speech, doesn't matter that Lama does something. All of us as the peoples should be ashamed of these things. And if, every one of those people who stood there, anyone who's seen the injustice and it doesn't do anything about it, you are complicit. You are part of that too. A criminal is not the only one who picked the gun. The criminal is not that guy who hang out. That the criminal is not the one who ties his leg. Anyone who stood by and did not do anything, they are complicit and they are as evil as those people that who have taken the life of that young person. All of us should be ashamed of this. And I ask the government to do the very best they can to investigate this. This is our image. Our image is not only in here, our image is everywhere. I came out this week, when I saw a white bag with the body of our peoples, that are young children and grown-up and older people who did not commit any crime. And they were slaughtered in Somalia just by being an Ethiopian from a different region, from a different ethnic groups. For how long would this kind of barbaric attitude continue within us? Did we lose a sense of humanity? Do we not have emotion and feeling? It is upsetting, and I'm disgusted by it. Yesterday was Somalian, today is Shashemene, tomorrow where is this going to be? There's many questions to be answered. It could be a TPLF cadre trying to inciting a violence to show that, Abiy is not incapable to run the countries. It could be an ethnocentric group who doesn't like Abiy because Abiy is speaking about the unity of Ethiopia, those who want to divide Ethiopia. But whoever that is, those people should be brought to justice. Not only the one who did the killing, the one who said they did not do anything. That's a mob mentality. From what I heard, this is Shashemene people that in Shashemene, and they are saying that the people who are there are Kero. Not all Kero. If that person is the name of Kero, that individual should be brought to justice. If what Kero fought for was for the human right, for justice, for equality, for unity, this is not what you fought for. Those who died did not die so that you can go and kill another person and displace them. So the leaders of Keros, including Jawar, they have the right to come out, they have the obligation to come out and condemn this and say that not in my name. Whoever is behind this, the investigation should be done. The land of Ethiopia belongs to all of us. Anyone. Again, this brother who was up here and said that don't joke about Kero. Again, people like the guy who's questioning me, they say that, shut up. I just want to tell you, you don't have the humanity within you. If you are someone who's a human being and you don't say anything about seeing a crime like this, you are as evil as that person that who have committed a crime. You are not worthy of being a human being. You are not a decent person. I'm so ashamed of you yourself. I don't care who you are. I stood up, I fight for a human right, I fight for the human being, and that human being doesn't have to be, he has to be a human being for me to stand up. And if you are someone claiming to fighting for a human right, for a human dignity, and you see this kind of crime and you don't do anything, you are just as even less than animals. What makes human being better than other living being? Because we communicate, because of our emotion, because we care about others. And if you are someone because you want to cover up the crime, that because you are from Shashemene or your group or belong to those group and you don't want to say anything and what happened in Shashemene because you will be ashamed of that thing, you are ashamed of yourself. You have to cleanse your mind. It has hurt me very much to see that. What I saw in looking at the picture, image of that Ethiopian young man today, I'm telling you, have no word. I'm so disgusted to my gut. All of us now have the responsibility to speak up. And I want to make this point. I don't know. I don't know. All of us have responsibility to stop this. Wherever this thing, as I said that yesterday was in Chumale, today it's in Shashemene, tomorrow will be another place. We have to stop this. All of us. It is wrong. That is the image of us. That blood, that person who's been hanging there, it's not an animal. It's an Ethiopian. It's one of us. And his life has been taken away in front of everybody. Where was the mind of those people who were stood there, who were standing there? Where was the security? There was not one single person who said that this is wrong. Where is our conscience? And why? That child, that young man, could be you, could be your brothers. And above all is you, because he's an Ethiopian. Is you, because he's a black person. Is you, because he's an African. Is you, because he's a human being. You feel your responsibility, not only to protect him, but to defend him, and you feel your God-given responsibility to say that is wrong. All of us should be ashamed of this. Love, respect, care is not something that a law that can be passed in the parliament. It is something that the community and society have within themselves. We cannot ask Abiy to go there or Lama to go there. But people who are there, by being a human being, should stood up and say that is wrong. So to that young brother Ethiopian who died, may his soul rest in peace. And may his death become an example to us. May his death remind us that we are blood. May his death teach us to protect others, to care for others, to respect others, to work with others, to appreciate others. May his death teach us to say that in a tribal politic, tribalism is a disease that can eat you alive. Tribal is a disease. It is the tribal thinking that let that brother die. It's the tribal thinking that make the other people to stand there and not do anything. Because the tribal thinking make you think that that person is not you. And make you think that you care only less about yourself. And make you fail to see the humanity of others. A tribal thinking take away your humanity and dehumanize your thinking and almost infected your mind. May the death of these brothers become a message to all of us. May his death shame her so bad, that so deep. Next time someone does this, that person will be brought to justice. Not only by police, by the peoples. Those who stood there, all of them, and didn't do anything, and seeing the brother being hanged down from his feet up, those people were infected with hatred. A hatred that was injected with the so-called politicians. A man who claimed, those men and women who claim to be a leader and thinking that they care only about their own ethnic group, and not realize that their ethnic groups are nothing. We are all one race. We are the human race. Those who are promote the hatred, you are responsible. A farmers harvest what they have grown. The hatred that you are spreading is now you've seen being harvested today in Shashemene. You've seen it being harvested that in Jigjiga. You've seen it in harvest that in all other places. I have no word. I'm sick of it. And I don't know how I can explain it to you. If any Ethiopian seen that pictures and you don't feel disgusted with it, you need help. You need to work on yourself. I don't know how I can put it. All of us will die. But we want to die with grace. We want to die when God wants us to be. And when we die, we want to be laid to rest with respect and care. Not be dehumanized like what I've seen in there. For how long are we going to do this? Who will teach our children to be more human, to respect life and protect life and value life? Who will do that? There's many of us here who fail to see what the human life means. Uneducated in Nilalan. You don't have to be uneducated to see the wrong and the right. What hurt me the most, why would those people standing there today and not a one person say, stop it? What was that display about? And for what? What do they benefit from it? I have too many questions and I have no answers. The only message I can give is my advice. And my advice is to a group of people. My advice to so-called political leaders and ethno-nationalist leaders. Please, an ethnic politic. I say it is a disease. It can kill, it can destroy, it can numb the conscience of peoples. Please educate those people. The hatred that you injected in the mind and the soul of these young people, you have to go and change them. The hatred that you've been preaching the last 27 years and saying that those people are not Jews, you can change overnight. But those young people are still intoxicated with the hatred you injected in them. And detox them. You have to go. And be humble. Be true to yourself. And say that, I made a mistake. I taught you to hate the Tigray, or I taught you to hate Oromo. I taught you to hate Amara. I taught you to hate Muslim. I taught you to hate Pente. I taught you to hate somebody. And I made a mistake. Now let's change. And all the Ethiopian leaders who are figures has to come out and start changing the same people that they brainwash. Being a leader is not easy. You will have followers who will follow you. You must be accountable for the word you said, for what you have done. The same thing. The TPLF has used our ethnicities for a short-sighted, to divide us, to brainwash us, and now for us to kill each other. The ethno-nationalist group had drunk Mallas Kool-Aid, and they did the same thing. Our country now is going the wrong path. That will put all of us to test. The hatred that has been injected in our kids' mind, the brainwash has been done in the last 27 years, may take another 100 years to change it. It's not easy. Just because I became out and say any dumber and everybody loved it doesn't mean that the hatred is gone away. That's why we see it in Somalia. That's why we are witnessing today in Shashemene. Just because we got one Nabi who tell us that, we are one people and we love each other, doesn't mean that the teaching, the hatred that Mallas has been spreading on us for the last 27 years went away. It's still there. Our young generation has been brainwashed. The same people who brainwash them has to come out and teach them. And this is not only the TPLF. There are many people among us. Like Jawar Mohammed is one of those brothers. I know him, I respect him. But I don't like some of his views. People know that he's a polarized leader. He went back home and saying that he stood up. Yes, he said that, he related to Cairo. If what happened in Shashemene has, linked to Cairo's, he has to come out and condemn it and say sorry if that is the case. And the investigation has to be done. And I don't want us to go on each other. If that child who died is from one ethnic group, those people don't have to take the matter in their own hand. We cannot afford killing each other. We cannot afford destroying each other. There's no us in them. There's only us. I am disturbed. I am sick. I am no good. The only thing that we'll just have to say now is, I know Obolama Magarsa. I'm going to give him a call. They have to do a thorough investigation. Who did this? Who brought shame to all of us? And that person has to be brought to justice. They say that these young men were killed because somebody thought that or think that he had bomb. Even if he has bomb in his hand, he doesn't deserve to be savagely killed like the way he was. I'll talk to Lama. Investigation will be done. I'll talk to Abi. Investigation will be done. If it is the Shashemene, if it is the TPLF to make these things, we will find it. If it is someone else who want to breed so that our people will kill each other, that individual will be found. So until then, all the leaders who have been promoting hatred, you have to go back. The same people you brainwash with hatred, and be humble in front of them and say that you made a mistake. You have to say sorry and then go hard and work with everybody. So that's all I have to say. Anyone who one day or one way or another has promoted hatred, you have the job to do. Go back and say you're sorry for what you have done. And teach the same people that you've intoxicated with hatred. It is only through living together we can thrive together. Hatred will not bring anything. It is the hatred that took the life of that young man. I raised my voice when I was speaking earlier because I couldn't control it. But now, the future of our country is very grim because it isn't based on a foundation of love. 27 years of foundation of hatred and division, disrespect, not talking to each other, but talking about each other. It will take generation to stop it. I don't want to say much more. All I have to say is, investigation should take place. And those who are responsible for the killing of this brother has to be brought to justice. Anyone who conflicts with that, if they have one way or another involved, should be brought to justice. And any other forces out there, maybe the leftover TPLF or anyone, should be brought to justice. But no one should take matter into your own hand and go and kill each other. That is the advice to give you. If you are a good human being, a good Ethiopian, you should care for every Ethiopian and for every human being. I say this to you today, speaking more in English. Nothing did some ሳይሆን የልብ ለመግለጽ ነው። በዚህ ላይ ያበቃለሁ። እንዳልኩት በጣም አዝናለሁ። ያ ወንድማችን የሞተው እኛ ነው። እንደዛ መሞት ራሱ ማንንም ሰው ህሊና ያለ ሰው የማይቀበል ነገር ነው። ይባካቸው ወገኖች፣ በጥላቻ የትም አንደርስም። ሁላችን ያንዳንዳችን ኃላፊነት አለ። ይቺን ነገር ለነገ ትውልድ እንድንሰራከብ በሰላም ስንሆን ብቻ ነው። በግድያ የትም አንደርስም። በጥላቻ የትም አንደርስም። እርስ በራሳችን ማጣላል ማባላል ማንም አይጠቅም። Now we have the work to do. I condemn this to the fullest, and I hope that anyone who's a leader or involved in Ethiopia, whether you are a religious leader, you are a community leader, you are a teachers, all of us should condemn it and tell ourselves that we are ashamed of this. All of us should be ashamed of it. That is our image being shown to the world. And any one of us must be ashamed of this. All of us should condemn it. And say that never again. And those who have committed this crime be brought to justice. And those who are promoting this hatred also have to be brought to justice. That's my message for today. And as I said it, I will do whatever I can on my part to talk to Dr. Abiy, to talk to Lama, because that is his state, to do a thorough investigation and bring this criminal to justice. And let Abiy go and Lama and visit the family of these kids. And then we have a lot of work to teach us. All of us are one family. Tigris are our families. Amaras are our family. Oromo is our family. Anybody is our family. All of us are family. We have responsibility to protect our Ethiopian family. So that pictures, if you are someone and you've seen it, you are not ashamed of it. I think you need help. That picture should question you by being a human. That pictures should make all of us so disgusted, and should also make us think out of the box. Please use that. May the image of that young man, may his death unified us. May he taught us to be a better people. May his suffering and dying in humiliation make us to be people who care about each other, people who respect each other, people who appreciate each other, and people who will protect each other, not hurt each other. If you are not that person yet, go out. Protect another Ethiopian, not just because he's your family or he come from your own ethnic groups. Because he's human, and you have more obligation by being a human being to protect that. Go out. Care for every Ethiopian, even if it is that for every human being. You have the job to do. I'll go do my job. Till we meet again. May the soul of that brother rest in peace. May God comfort his families. May the Ethiopian learn what it means to be a human being. May the hatred teachers, may God comfort them, teach them, to be humans than ethnocentric leaders who are teaching people hatred. May God soften their heart to see their humanity, to discover the beauty of the humanity. May God protect all of us. Long live Ethiopia. Bye.